Hey there, I'm Jess Byrnes. Welcome to the Jess Byrnes Show. This is where ambition meets alignment. I'm a VA coach, business strategist, and freedom mentor, and I help service-based women unleash their power, scale beyond booked out, and step into their CEO era. Expect real talk, practical strategies, and inspiring conversations with women who've built businesses on their terms. If you're ready to create more freedom, more income, and more impact, this is the space for you. Hello. All right, let me make sure I am in the right group. Where the heck am I? Facebook is not happy with me today. There we go. All right, happy days. We are here. We are live. Let me mute myself on the computer so then I can see your wonderful comments. And I'm going to give everyone a little tag. All right. Looks like tech is being a bit kinder to me today. Happy days. Closing distractions. Close. All right. I am on my phone today to see if the quality of this live is a little bit better. Video quality, all the things. It is beautiful Thursday. Hello everyone, my name is Jess Byrnes and I am your six-figure VA coach to take you from start or to scale your VA business. I have been in the game for, 7 years. 7 years now. It doesn't not feel like it's been that long. 7 years. As a VA and VA coach. Hey Alyssa, great to see you. All right, so today we are talking about how to sell without selling. I'm going to jump straight in because I don't like people that ramble on lives. I've got my little post-its of my notes. So the biggest mistake I see people making is they go in for the hard sell all the time. And you'll see it on posts. I spoke to a lady about this yesterday. Actually, it's one of the girls in Freedom Unlocked. I spoke to her about it last night where she was saying that people in groups will ask for a VA and then there's like 150 comments. But if you actually look at those comments, it is all pick me. And we spoke about how if you think about going on a train in peak hour and you've got someone trying to come in to the train and all these people are going out and this person who's trying to come in is getting pushed and shoved and they can't get through and they can't see their way and it's all very full on. And then that's what it's like to get all those comments and you get all these DMs and it's all very like about the person who is commenting, not about the person who's asked for the help. But we want to be that one person at the end of the pushing and shoving that holds out their hand and says, hey, I'm here to help. What can I do for you? Let me help you step this way and bring that person onto the train. And I'm going to talk a little bit today about how we do that. So the first part of how to sell without selling is, sorry, my nose is itchy, is to get in the energy. And this is not in a selling energy, this is in a helping energy. So it's about being there to serve. It's about being there to support that person, and it actually has nothing to do with you. Unless you get through the conversation, you're like, oh, I actually can't do this. You have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, and most people have heard that saying before, but it is absolutely true. And the more questions you ask, the more you seek to understand, the more you will hear. But if you come up in that energy of, I'm just here to help, I'm here to listen, you will be able to come up with a solution so much easier than if you are there to go, here's my product, buy me now, take this. You know, I think of the fruit shop guys who are there spruiking all the time. Half the time you don't want to listen to what they're saying because it's very in your face. Hello ladies, I'd love you to tell me where you're tuning in from and what your business is. If you've started one, if you haven't quite yet, I'd love to know where you're up to. Let me know. So the first one is energy, sitting in the energy to serve. Very important. If you're not in that energy, it won't happen. So before I do any of my calls with anyone, I will sit for a minute and really think about why I'm doing it And for me, I do what I do. I'm a VA coach because I want women to have the same opportunities, if not more, than what I do. In 2024, I want to help 100 women start or scale their VA business. I'm so excited. It's such a great opportunity because I wouldn't get the time with my daughter. I wouldn't have time to go on holidays with my daughter if I didn't do what I do. And I want women to have, like you, to have the same opportunity, if not more. So energy. All right, I've turned my notes around the wrong way. Perfect. Second point I want to make is leave your agenda at the door. I very lovingly am telling you, it's not about you. It's about the person that needs your help. Again, you're there to serve. Where a lot of people go, I need a client, desperate, I need a client, I need to make money, that's irrelevant to this person, that you're there to help. And the more you show up to serve and you show up to help, you are more than likely going to get that client. Rather than pushing your idea on someone. Which, like, this happens a lot in the MLM space, if you've heard of that. So a lot of pyramid scheme type of products / businesses. Now, I actually really love the MLM setup. I love what they have to offer. I don't have it as a business, but I know a lot of people in that space. However, the way they teach you to approach and reach out to people it can be quite icky. So they come at you because they have an agenda. Their agenda is to sell their products or to enroll you in their program. That's their agenda. But if you show up with your just wanting to help, like, I will come onto a call with you because I want to just give you some support. Of course, I will show you what we have to offer. That's normal because we have an incredible program, but it's about you, where you're up to, and how I can help right now. So leave your agenda at the door. I have people coming back to me months later. You just never know what's going on for them. Maybe it's not the right time. Maybe they've got something going on, but people come back. If you genuinely help and they know it, people come back. Number 3, storytelling. Yay. Storytelling is a very powerful tool to sell. Very, very, very powerful selling tool. So, as a virtual assistant, I would talk to people about how I helped businesses and what the impact was. So I have a celebrant, he's great, who wanted to automate more of his system because there's a lot of paperwork involved. A lot of people don't realize you need to get the vows, you need to get song choices. There's a whole range of things that you need when you're a celebrant. And so we organized his website to connect to Dubsado, which is a CRM that we use. We used that, connected it. The forms now go out automatically. If they don't fill out the form, we have an automation to remind them. A whole range of things that he didn't even know was possible. But when I started talking about this client, guess what happened? Other people in the wedding industry were like, oh, that's great. Can you help us with that? Absolutely. It's the same with my social media management, right? So I was helping businesses start their social media accounts or scale their social media accounts in the sense of taking the content creation off their hands and just letting them go back to do the thing that they're good at. There's a lot of people out there that are not good at writing content, right? It's very, very popular. And so the more I started to talk about how I was helping them, the results we were seeing, what was happening, how people were engaging, they would come to me and say, Jess, like, I've had 3 people this week comment on how great my socials look and how great the content is. And they hadn't engaged with it, by the way. That's a big thing with social media. But as I started to talk more and more about this, people heard it, they wanted help, they would start booking in calls. Now, this isn't about me and what I can do. This is about how I helped that person. Is this making sense? Hey, Anna, great to see you. So telling stories, super, super powerful way to sell. And the last one that I would say is how to sell without selling is educate. So similar to that celebrant, they want to know what's possible, right? Like, very, very powerful way to educate people. A lot of people don't have time, business owners particularly, they don't have time to go out and research what is available to them. They wouldn't know all the tools, the templates, all the different ways that they can organize their social media, how to create it. They probably don't know how to use AI properly. whatever it is, these are places for you to play and learn more and then be the expert in this space. That's ultimately what you want to be, is the expert. So what do you want to be known for as a virtual assistant? Are you going to be a social media VA? Are you a data entry VA? Are you a receptionist? What is it that you want to transform for these business owners and provide support? I would love to know. So if you're still here, pop it in the comments and let me know. Let me know what it is that you want to be known for. And if you're watching the replay, I still want you to play full out. Awesome. So they're the 4 tips I would say of how to sell without selling. So getting the energy of serving, not selling. Leave your agenda at the door. It's not about you, it's about the client. Tell stories. So share your stories. And if you don't have any, this is where we can work with you and work together on finding a few clients that you might charge a bit less, or you might offer one piece of the puzzle for free in exchange for a testimonial. And to educate. Educate. Let them know what's possible. So, like I said, AI, there's tools like CapCut, which is for videos that we use for our socials. You can use things like Canva to do graphic design. You can use things like Dubsado for automation. That was a horrible face I just made. I'm looking at all the tools. I've got ClickUp, which is a project management software that I use to manage my team. There's a whole range. There's a whole range of different tools and products out there that a lot of people have no idea about, that you can educate them. And usually what happens is, so one of the questions that I get all the time is, but Jess, if I tell them what products I use, they'll just go out and use them. But here's the thing, they already don't have time. So 9 times out of 10, they'll look and they'll go, oh, this is way too hard. Hey, Jess, you said you use that program, right? Absolutely. And what do you need from me to create content for that? Look, just some raw footage, here's some ideas. Okay, great. If I get that over to you by the end of the week, can we get started? Absolutely. Done. We're not even talking price. We haven't even got there yet, and they're already on board. So it's a whole conversation on its own, really, on how to close the sale. Happy to come back. Maybe we need to do a bit of a series on this. But I beg you, if someone asks for a VA, don't just put your link. Don't just put something there. Like, don't just put your, I can help. Help with what? Tell the story. And this is a story you can share all the time. Like, put it in your notes and just copy and paste it. Have a couple ready to go. If they want social media help, absolutely. I help 15 accounts by taking the task off their hands and giving at least 5 hours back, giving time back to these business owners. It's something that I do all day, every day. I'd love to talk to you about it. Rather than, hey, love to help. It doesn't share anything about you, and it doesn't share anything about like what you're capable of or who you help. It doesn't, what's the word I'm looking for? My words aren't working today. It doesn't show that you are the authority in that field. And that is massive. All right, so we've got the 4 ways to sell without selling. I am short, sharp, and sweet. We do go through this in Freedom Unlocked. We do sales, role plays, all the things. So if that is something that you feel like you need some help with, I would love to chat. I will pop the information below for you, my loves. Any questions, pop it in the comments and I will come back. And I hope you all have a lovely weekend. Bye.
Thank you for joining me on the Jess Byrnes Show. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you never miss an episode. And I'd love to invite you to come and hang out in my free Facebook community for service-based women stepping into their CEO energy. Please feel free also to leave a review, as this will help other amazing women just like you find us on your preferred podcast channel. Until next time, stay empowered and totally unleashed.